All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of Tailspin After Dark. Tonight, how far is too far to things we try, then regret in a relationship? Tonight, one of those conversations people usually keep private, but if we're being real, it happens everywhere. Every relationship hits that moment where things start to feel routine, predictable, safe, and that's when the question creeps in: do we spice things up? Or do we slowly drift apart? So people try things, new dynamics, new boundaries, sometimes no boundaries at all. And in a moment, it feels exciting. It feels like you're bringing something back to life. But not everything you try leaves things better than before. Some things change how you look at your partner, some things change how they look at you. And some things, once you cross that line, there's no going back. So tonight, we're asking the question most people avoid: how far is too far? And maybe more importantly, have you ever done something to keep it spicy that you ended up regretting later on? So tonight, no judgment, no pretending, just real experiences and real conversation between adults. Grab that glass of wine, get comfortable, because tonight is going to get spicy. And on that note, I got my two wonderful, beautiful co hosts. I am the luckiest space host on X. I have Sarah Beth and Miss A. Wow. Boy, am I lucky. And welcome everyone else who's listening. And before I get to my two co hosts, if you can, get down that purple pill. If you haven't already, repost to space, tag three people because they're not going to want to miss tonight's conversation. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm excited. I think this is gonna be good. Good conversation for sure. I can't wait to see if any of us here have pushed the envelope and exactly how far. So, how you doing, Miss A?
What's up, Mel? What's up, Sarah? Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one, for sure. And don't worry, Mel, we got the Pinot Noir flowing, very relaxed. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I hear some have already had a glass or so of wine. And you know it's going to be a good subject if you got JJ in the space and up on the panel. What's going on, my brother JJ?
Oh Lord, thank you for the invite. I saw this, so I'm like, oh wow, yeah, PTSD, and I can relate and laugh all at the same time. Yeah, it's pretty wild
Oh
topic.
boy.
I've invited some friends too that have heard these stories, so yeah, yeah.
Good, good, good. One of yours, I'd like to thank JJ. He's actually had someone in my DM about next Friday night. For those of you who don't know, next Friday night is going to be Love Connection Dating Game Night. And we have one lucky bachelor, and JJ already has one bachelorette, and I believe she's working on two others. So that'll be next Friday night at 9 p.m. And then if you missed those spaces, oh, you got to go hit the replay and definitely be here next Friday because that is fun and spicy. And we almost had a connection, not gonna lie. Mr. Peanut, and I'm not gonna say who else, just a slight age gap, but they were clicking, and we almost had a love connection live on X. Who can say they had that? So thank you, thank you. Yeah, I see Peanut laughing and Miss A laughing. I didn't even call her out, and boom, she gave herself away. And then we also got on stage Yama, first time listener to Tailspin After Dark. What's going on, Yama?
Yo, what's good, Mav? How y'all doing?
All right. What's your plans for tonight, Yama? You want to learn how to spice things up? Or you just listen.
You said what?
I said, are you here to learn how to spice things up, or are you just listening?
Yeah, I'm just listening. Yeah, I'll listen and learning. 100%.
Listening and learning. All
Yeah, I
right.
don't.
Well, I'm gonna say
I
this.
am not in a relationship yet, so that is what.
So
Smart, very
maybe
smart.
very smart. He's looking though. So maybe I wanted to. the following episodes, we'll be able to bring Yama in, and maybe we can find him a love of his life, a match. And we got Chuck jumping up on stage. I'm gonna leak it out here. Actually, let's see, no lady.
No, no,
Yeah.
don't do it. Don't do it. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon.
What's up, Chuck?
What's up? Hey, I like that. See, brandable already.
We in there like swimwear, baby.
That's right. Yo, what we got
All right,
going?
Swim.
So, how far would you go to keep your relationship spicy? Do I answer now or should I wait?
Bring it.
Well, you jumped in. Jumped in, Chuck. It's up to you. You can start the convo. Kick it off.
Okay. So, how far would you go? That's a hard question to ask, right? That gets a little spicy. Now, would you or have you? It says would you. Okay. Let's see.
Well, let me rephrase it, Chuck. Let's start over. We'll do a little rephrase. So, why do relationships get to the point where you need to spice it?
Oh, that's better. That's a much more important question.
Lack of communication or just human nature always wanting more? What do you think it is?
I think it's more the lack of communication and the built resentment than the always wanting more because, well, for many reasons. But just to answer that question, I think it would be the lack of communication.
I would say that's definitely up there in a high percentile of causes, right? Not expressing what you truly enjoy or want, or finding out what your partner enjoys and wants. Good point. Good point, Chuck. So, do you have an example of a relationship that was kind of going flat and then you tried to spice it up? And did it work out or did it go haywire?
No, not necessarily. I do believe that most of my relationships have survived on the amount of spice in the bedroom. Now, that may have been my downfall because there were times to where I was lacking in the emotional area, I do believe. So, regardless of how spicy the bedroom is, there is another equal and opposite need.
Oh, so you were a little too spicy without the emotions?
Well, more like just caught all the crazy ones immediately type John. There is a crazy button.
Oh, all right. We're gonna come back to Chuck. We got James with his hand up, and then we'll go to JJ.
Listen, I'm new to the space. I think I've been here once before, so I don't. I know Machiavelli's after dark specialist. I'm just here to give commercials. I know Peanut.
Sadly,
He does sports spaces and stuff. Sports Center. So the space is not being sponsored by SizeMatters.com. If you didn't know that, that means you're not following Mav and liking the space. If you go to SizeMatters.com, there's merch there. Yeah, there's different sizes of shoes and t-shirts. I don't get these clothing stores. They should just call it SizeMatters.com because any size of stuff there is. Now, if you were thinking something different, you need to get your head out of the gutter and go get yourself a nice glass of temperature water. Okay. See, my improv is getting better. This is all practice. Nothing of this was written down on a piece of paper. Okay. Me holding the phone, looking at cologne. I'm buying cologne, by the way. Sponsored by Versace. I can't speak English.
Versace.
Is that good? Is that good cologne?
Versace's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Versace's one of my favorites. You're in
I'm
the
getting
right.
I'm getting the blue one. I'm getting the blue one.
You are? Oh my gosh. Okay, is it the light blue, the aqua blue?
Yeah. It just features
I have the big
blend of
bottle of
mint,
that.
green apple, and Italian lemon. I'm getting this. Yeah.
Oh
I'm
boy.
actually a fan of Polo Black.
Yeah. That's if
I
you're
got
saying
that
that's
as well.
good, then oh, you got that peanut too?
Yep, I got both.
Peanut's got everything.
Is it good?
Peanuts.
Did it smell good?
Yeah, I like them. I've used them for a while.
Baccarat is really good too.
Yeah, verse. You
I
know what? I
usually
can't
just smell
pronounce this
like
word.
grease and sawdust.
Please go to the next speaker because my English is not very good.
We're gonna go to J, and then we'll go down to Katie after that. Go ahead, JJ.
Well, let's see, where do I start? So, uh, my wife told me, we were having this conversation, and she was like, you know how girls like to experiment in school and college. I never got that chance, but I think that I'm into women a little bit, but just not sure. And I like to find out. I'm like, okay. So what are you thinking? And she goes, well, I have this fantasy that you pick this girl up at a bar and you bring her home, and both of you just don't do anything together, but y'all focus on me, and I'm blindfolded. There's feather dusters involved. And so she mapped it out. And
I know where this is going. I've heard this before.
yeah. And so I was like, okay, well, who do you want to do it with? It can't be a stranger, but it can be like a best friend, because if it goes south, then you lose a friend. And so we realized that our neighbor had divorced and moved away. And so I said, what do you think about her? And she said, oh yeah, yeah. You set it up. I'm like, me? Okay. So I called her. I'm like, hey, I said, Sarah and I are having this conversation. So I just said, and she's thinking about, wanting to, I'm in before I can even finish it. And I'm like, oh, she goes, yeah, your wife's hot. And yeah, that sounds like fun. Okay. So it happens. And it was the exact way that she wanted it. And she was great. And then a few years later, she says, can we do it again? I said, that's fine. And this time she tells me to go down on her, and in front of her. And I said, wait, I thought this was supposed to be just all about you. And she said, yeah, but I want her to see how good you are. And she, don't want to be left out. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And everything was fine. And then the next time, she says, go down on him. I'm like, so first of all, I'm a giver, not a receiver. But whatever. And so I said, Sarah. And so she said she might have a trick or something that I could add to my repertoire. So she's like justifying it. I'm like, okay, whatever. So she does it. And I take her home. I come back. She goes, how was it? And I said, do you want the truth? She said, yes. I said, it was not good, not as good as yours. But she does do this little thing with her tongue. And I tried to explain what it was. And so she did add that to the repertoire. So it was cool. Well, the next time, before I went and picked her up to come over again, she says, I can't get this thought out of my mind. I want to ask you something. I'll never ask you again. I'm like, what? And this before she got there. She said, I keep picturing her down on me and you railing her from behind. And that just, the thought of that is so hot. And I,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do it one time and I'll never ask you to do it again. Okay. And so I did. And of course, I wore a condom with her, and then I took it off. And then I had sex with my wife, and my third son was conceived that night. Uh, and she was on birth control. So, um, anyway, 15 years married. Oh, it went deeper. So it turned into that. It turned into joining swinglifestyle.com to try to find other women. We had to take pictures and measure my stuff. That's how I got the nickname
My
Red
God.
Bull. That's how I got the nickname Red Bull. And she had to take pictures of her because they have to vote you in. You have to look good, be the right dimensions and everything. and, and so anyway, it went on for a little bit. We went to some swinger clubs and had some threesomes. There were other swingers trying to get with us couples, and she didn't want that. She just wanted me. And so we divorced after 15 years. She was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder.
Didn't see that coming.
Go figure. And so I got full custody of the kid. She signed over the rights and just disappeared. But whenever I posted on Facebook that I'm a comedian, And so I said, I changed my status to widowed. And people were like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know she died. And I said, well, she's dead to me. Does that count? And people thought it
Yes.
was funny. Yeah. And so, but the girl that we were with like 6 years before, she called me because I still have the same number. And she says, I'm so sorry to hear about you and Sarah. I'm like, no, it's okay. It was a long time coming. And she goes, so can I come spend the week with you in Houston? I really liked it. I'm like, yeah. She goes, just don't tell Sarah because I'm still scared of her. That's what she's told me. I said, okay. So still, my ex-wife does not know this day that she came to spend a week with me, but it was pretty freaking awesome. Yeah. So I will say that I always said, happy wife, happy life. Anything the wife wants, I will do to make her happy. But I should have realized that bringing someone else, and I wasn't threatened because she's got a vagina and whatever, you know. Um, but it did. You shouldn't bring another person into a marriage, into a bed. So it was fun. It was really fun. Um, but yeah, if I ever get married, if if I ever get married again, I won't be doing that. It's yeah, strictly for one person. Yeah.
Think that's what caused you and your wife to split, or was that already in the mix?
Oh no, 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 no. Her. So we had a live-in nanny, and they were partying and drinking and stuff, and I just saw some weird shit, and I'm like, something's not right. I'm not sure. I think we need to go see a psychiatrist and like do group counseling or whatever and try to figure what's going on. And she was acting really weird. Um, I was running two companies and always working, and something didn't seem right. And so we started going to therapy, and because we were going together, she can talk about my talks with her, and then she could talk to me about her talks, and then we do stuff together and separate, and we even brought involved the kids, and that's when she got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, and she wanted to split her off and do separate treatments with her and medication, and she said she was concerned about me and the kids, and so I hired a PI and I found out the PI called her. I had three PIs actually following her 8 hour shifts, three shifts, 24 hours a day, and they caught her doing drug deals where she was buying 1,800 Valium at a time, and she was taking 3 20 milligram Roches a day without a prescription. And since I own a multi-million-dollar business, she was a liability. And I told her, I said, Sarah, I've got the video, I've got the proof. I'm not going to send you to jail, but you can't be around the kids and you need to go to therapy and get proper medication. If you need to go in treatment, whatever, I will pay for whatever. We're loaded. And she quit going. And so I filed for divorce. And then she said, I don't want the kids. Give me this much money and I'll just sign the rights over and I'll raise the kids since they were 3, 5, and 7 by myself. They're now 21, 23, and 25. My 21-year-old is in Okinawa, Japan, married, and now expecting my first grandson, another boy, July 30th. So I'm pretty happy the way things turned out.
Oh, congratulations, JJ.
I
I
just
didn't know
want to
you were
ask. I just want to ask. So in Houston, uh, what does the dating scene look like for you?
I quit dating. You can see in my timeline, I had a friends with, so I'm starting uh, uh, the largest munitions factory in the US right now. So I don't have that much time to date. I don't trust though. Um, but I have a friends with benefits. We dated after the divorce, and she did not ever want to get married or have kids. And so I said, there's no point in continuing, but we do continue friends with benefits. So, we go on trips together. The last one was we went skiing for a few weeks at my house in Montana. and we went to Sporting Clay's event, Steak and BJ Day, Valentine's Day, my birthday. We do things all the time, and it's great sex. But she doesn't want anything permanent, so I don't know. It takes me a lot to trust, but Houston is a great place. There's so many people, and they have amazing restaurants and clubs, and I mean anything you want is there.
There's
Anything.
millions of people. I live here.
What part
That's
in
why I
the
was asking.
suburbs or in Houston?
No, I mean, I live like 30
I was
miles
in
away, but
Katy.
come
Okay.
on.
Oh, it's
Um,
okay. Oh, yeah, I've dated women. I've
anyway,
dated women in Tomball. I've dated women up in the woodlands and Cypress, and
I was just wondering what it looked like for you. But okay,
it's
so
good. There's a lot of money. If you're looking for a man with money,
no,
it's all over
no,
the
no, no.
place.
Stop
I'm just
that.
saying. Well, why not?
No,
Why
stop it.
not?
Anyway, back to math.
Uh, why not? I mean, why not find a man that could take care of you financially? Travel the world, give you everything that you want, that you need, and treat you like a princess. I mean, Houston's a place.
Everything in my soul, like cringes away from that. It's just like,
Oh,
no.
okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm not.
I'm not
Okay,
saying being a
it's
gold
not.
digger. I'm just saying there's plenty of lucrative men that can give you the security that most women are looking for these days.
Right. I just I have an eight she's 8 now. I have an 8-year-old daughter, so I'm
Perfect.
unavailable. I'm single and unavailable until she finishes Krav Maga. So yeah.
Wait, you're gonna abstain for 10 more years?
It's been almost 10 now.
Oh my
9
Jesus.
since yeah. Anyway, so back to math.
So have you ever okay, look Google Lelo, Lelo. Waterproof, rechargeable to 3 feet, waterproof 3 feet, rechargeable, and
I
you're
like my
welcome.
back massager, thank you.
Oh, okay, that's a great one too. It's just not waterproof and you have to plug it in, but that's cool. Yeah, I mean, as long
Yeah,
as you take
no,
care of
it's
yourself,
good.
you're good. Yeah, yeah. I
Yep.
love the Hitachi wand as well.
And
It's a
Go
honestly,
crowd
to
pleaser.
I
adamandeve.com.
will I
Go,
will
go to
throw this in real quick. The longer you leave those electronic devices alone, the
Oh, the easier it
wilder
is.
no,
Yeah,
the wilder and more satisfying your dreams are. I'll just say that.
I love that. I love that.
this is uh,
Look, James, stop trying to shill stuff. I'm working on the Mavinator. I got that. I'm working on my own brand,
The
bro.
Mavinator.
I have
Oh
a new
yeah.
Oh my
sauce.
God.
If you haven't heard, Michael Lynn knows this. I have a new sauce. It's expired though, but it comes back once in a while. Oh God, I don't want to say it in this recorded space, but I might have to.
It's an Asian sauce. It's a Korean guy.
God,
Oh my
that's no,
God.
that's your sauce.
Oh yeah, that's mine. Yours, unfortunately, is cream and young guy, and that's just that's a little gay for me. Sorry.
Okay, speaking of the G word that JJ just said. So when we're talking about spicing it up, I have heard stories of okay, I see Chuck throwing some thumbs. Okay, it's not going that way. Um, so I I heard this term and I had to look it up and God, I wish I hadn't. But so apparently there's a a market or a liking for gosh, I'm like starting to clam up saying this. So pegging. And so I'm wondering like if
Oh my God, oh
BDSM.
my God, I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized. No, no.
so that gets thrown into the pot of spicing it up because it's not just about like guys or men.
My best girlfriend from high school, her daughter's father and her, it became a thing. And
Oh
at
man.
first no, dude, at first it started with just
It's
a little bit of booty
uncomfortable, isn't
play.
it?
No, it started off as just a little bit of booty play and it slowly progressed
Oh
to how
god.
many colors of this rainbow colored dildo can you take? And
Oh my god.
He wanted to wear the fishnet stockings with the
He's
high
gay.
heels,
He's
and he
gay.
would text her
There's a big
during the
problem.
day,
There's a
I
problem
can't
already.
wait for you to fuck my sissy ass. And
He's
like,
gay.
No.
He's gay.
Holy
Nope.
hell! I'm
straight
Nope.
sorry I
up,
even
Yep.
fucking brought it up.
she
That was a
I'm
would
sorry I brought
pre-existing
it
send
up.
him
condition.
pictures of her with the full on setup strap on and
He's gay.
everything.
He's gay.
He
Yeah.
loved
Yeah.
it.
He's
They
Well,
gay.
loved
Living a
well,
lie.
it.
He's gay.
Sarah.
Living a lie.
I
Yeah.
said the
Living a
same
lie.
thing. I said he's gay
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah. He
Um,
is. Yeah.
Oh
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
well,
this is not this is
so
Two
so
co-hosts brought these up. It was not me. I just want to make sure that's very, very clear.
The views of the
she
co-hosts are
was
not the
smaller
views of
than
the
him.
host.
She was smaller than him. He
Oh
was a
God.
big dude.
Oh God.
of course.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Oh
didn't
God.
see it coming.
Oh,
I really
coming.
didn't.
Okay,
Yeah.
Neither
No
did
well,
he.
pun
here's a
intended.
okay, well, here's a true story. So this guy and this girl were dating, right? And it was kind of like an on again, off again. Like they were dating, and then he would just like ghost her, disappear for a month or two, and then like show back up, and then ghost her for a month or two, and then show back up. And then, so in her like her grief or whatever, she started dating someone else. And she didn't want to be with this guy, but hey, like whatever. And so the other guy came back around, and so of course they started dating again. And then she found out she was pregnant. And she told the other guy, she's like, hey, I can't talk to you anymore, this and that. She'd never like done it with, this guy, but anyway, so he was like, "What's going on?" She was like, "Well, I'm pregnant, and obviously it's not yours." And he was like, "Well, that's not ideal, but it's not a deal breaker." And she was like, "Oh my God, like what kind of fucking shit is this?"
That's a thing.
Yeah,
Where the
well,
fetish is the pregnancy.
well, so it gets
Yeah,
weird. It gets weird. And so they
it
get
gets weird.
together and they shack up and everything is great. Like everything is like great. Like it's not his baby, but he's acting like it is and he's treating her like a princess and everything's great. So fast forward 2
Loves the
years.
belly. Loves the
Yeah,
belly.
there for the childbirth, all this other stuff. So fast forward 2 years. Won't touch her. They won't kiss. They're always fighting. He's always gone. He's working overnight and all this other bullshit. So she's like going stir crazy and then hacks his computer and finds out that this whole time he's been posting on Backpage. He's
There
been
it
posting on
is.
he's been posting on Backpage trying to find guys to meet him at gas station bathrooms. And he likes to please multiple times. And so, yeah, so understandably, she's upset. And she's like,
I was thinking you were gonna say that the pregnancy was his fetish, so he was rotating pregnant
nope,
women.
nope, 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 nope. And so, and she's bisexual. And she told him this, and his reaction was, ew, that's gross. That was at the beginning, like when they were first dating. And then, so,
Projecting.
right? And so then, like a couple of years later, she hacks his computer and finds like all this back page stuff, and he's sending pictures and all of this, and he wants to meet men and, you know, gas station bathrooms off the freeway. And she calls him out on it, and of course he denies it and all this other stuff. But yeah, it's just like, fuck. Like, how weird is weird? Like, anyway.
Yeah, she's got to sit there and think about how many times she gave him a kiss when he walked in the door.
Oh my God.
Fuck.
Move
Sorry.
on.
Can't believe. Okay.
Maybe Katie can unpurge the room with this
Wait, Matt,
Taylor Swift story.
what you want the live stream on Bitcoin Barbie? Do I remember or no? That's not someone else.
Oh my God.
Yes,
I think it
someone
was
else.
there. When I deep throw the banana, weren't you there, Mav?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
oh
in
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh yes, yes. I remember you now. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
took me a second. I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Let's we'll jump to Katie because her arm's probably getting sore from keeping her hand up the whole time. Welcome, Katie, to the space.
Thank you, Mav. I'm here because I saw JJ come in, and then I saw the title of your space, and I thought, oh, well, that might be interesting. And I've not heard all of JJ's stories, but I have heard rumors of them. So I'm glad I stuck around. But and and I think it was Miss A. Thank you for telling me about the pegging thing. because that was brought up at one point in time in my currently now failing marriage. Um, and I'm so glad that I did not cave into that because it just felt, I don't know, it didn't feel right in my bones.
Gay?
But um anyway, so just want to thank you for that, Miss A. I kind of feel vindicated now, so I appreciate that. But um um Mav, you said before, like, what makes a relationship fizzle out or start to die in the beginning, which is the reason why you try to spice it up. And I thought about that really hard, and that's why I raised my hand. And I think the underlying thing, communication, yeah, it's important, but when you know someone enough, and I've been married, we're almost at 16 years, but I don't think we'll make it past that for sure. But you don't really have to communicate much of anything because you already know. Like, you can just look at each other and you already know what the other person's thinking and everything, because there's the connection there because of all the history. I think the thing that kills a marriage, at least I think this is what is the big killer for mine anyway, from personal experience, is that it's not having gratitude. It's not being thankful and worshiping the ground that your spouse walks on, and just being grateful for every little thing that they do, and not showing that gratitude with relief and protected. And when you no longer have that trust, then there's no longer safety there. But yeah, so I think what kills a relationship in the end of the day is not being grateful. I remember my Aunt Lorraine and her husband at their 50th wedding anniversary. And they're the cutest couple. They never fought a day in their life. They did have disagreements, but they never had a fight. And I asked Aunt Lorraine, I took her aside, and I said, Aunt Lorraine, I said, what's the secret to your marriage? Because y'all are so happy. And she said, oh, he's just too good for me. I just can't believe he picked me. And I took him aside and I said, what's the secret? And he said, oh, she's just too good for me. I can't believe she picked me. And they were still both in absolute awe of each other. And it was such a beautiful thing. Like, and they didn't even know that I had taken each one of them aside separately and talked with them. And I think that's really just respecting your partner to such an extent, and thinking highly of them is huge. I think, unfortunately, nowadays, so many people are in relationships to try to get what they can get out of the situation and manipulate it, instead of just going in with a full heart and an open mind, and respecting them fully for who they are and accepting who they are in every aspect of their life. And that's a beautiful thing. Unfortunately, it's very rare. Okay, I am shutting up and I'm going to keep listening because y'all are awesome. Thank you.
No, thank you. A lot of great points. I feel the same way. I so much appreciate my wife and the skills that she had when I met her. I mean, the things she could do on that pole, holy mackerel, upside down, spinning around.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
She's
I'm
gonna
getting,
kill you. She's gonna kill
I,
you.
I'm getting like your
You
dead look right
know,
now.
I have to ask you, have you ever tried the corkscrew pole yet? It looks like a spiral. It's really beautiful and they're lots and lots of fun.
It looks a lot easier than a straight up pole.
Yeah, it is. It's way easier because you can rest, especially if you have like a big booty. It helps a lot with the spins.
It looks like you wouldn't get lots of bruises on the top of your shin either.
Completely, yes. But have you tried one, Mav?
Nope, I've never tried a pole. Nope, never tried a pole.
I mean, for your wife. It's a screw thing. But yeah, I suppose guys could do it too. I never thought of that before.
If Jeremy wants to take me to Montana skiing, I might try the pole. I could
You're
put all
welcome to come anytime, brother. We got plenty. We got 5 bedrooms. There's plenty of room. You might just hear some things down in the basement. Yeah. But so would you like to hear a story about another couple?
You should do the New Orleans
no,
story.
but I'm curious about the basement now. You mentioned the basement.
Well, so the basement is where my master suite is, and that's how you get out to the back deck where the hot tub is. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Um, so after my divorce, I got on dating websites and I got on Tinder and met this chick up in the Let me say, I met a chick up in the Woodlands, and she kept coming to my house. Took her to dinner, and second date it was on. She asked to come to my house, and I showed her around, decanted some wine, and we had sex. And it kept going on that way a few times a week for like 3 weeks. And she gave me a call and she said, "Hey, what are you doing for dinner?" And I said, "Whatever you want." And she said, "I like to go do Mexican. I saw that place near your house. What do you think?" I said, "Cool." She goes, "I'd like to introduce you to someone." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I'm thinking threesome, it wouldn't be the first, wouldn't be the last. And she said, "I want to introduce you to my husband." And I said, "You're what? You wait, you're married?" I'm like, "I don't cheat. I'm not part of a cheating. This is not me." And she goes, "No, no, 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 no. It's okay. He's heard you on the phone. He's read all the text. Um, he just wants to meet you." And I'm like, um, what is going on? And she goes, "No, it's okay." And so I'm sitting here saying in my head,
Is he a watcher? Oh my god.
well, I'm sitting here like, well, the guy is disabled. He had an accident, maybe a motorcycle accident, and he can't have sex. And so he's doing this for his wife to make sure she's, pleasured or whatever. I'm just playing all these scenarios in my head. So we get to the restaurant and we sit down in this booth. She sits in between us and she whispers to me, "Meet me in the bathroom." Okay. So I met her in the bathroom. Oh, with her, so I always wear a condom unless we go get tested. And she doesn't want to use a condom. So we got tested together. But the rule is we can't sleep with anyone else. If we do, we have to get tested again. She said, probably I won't even go back. So she wanted it to be like exclusive sex between us. I'm okay with that. I don't need to sleep with multiple women if she's good. And so we go in the bathroom and finished inside of her. I had a vasectomy, by the way, so I can't get anybody pregnant. And she said, "I'll meet you back at the table." So I'm going and I'm like, can't look at the husband in the face because I just, filled up his wife. and and she comes and I get out and she sits between us and she starts like fidgeting or something underneath the table. And so um after we were done, I'm like, "What, what were you doing?" And she goes, "I was taking off my panties and giving them to my husband." I'm like, "That's kind of weird." And didn't realize that she had pushed it out into the panties and that's what he really wanted. And so the next time she's like, "Hey, come over to our house. We're going to have some drinks. Bring your bathing suit. We're going to swim in the pool. Come that night." Okay, and so no, he's a cool guy. He's a executive with Halliburton up there, and cool guy. And she said, let's go, you and me, let's go." So I'm like, he's gonna stay. This is kind of weird. So we go. We're having sex, and after the first round, she said, "Ready for round two?" And she says, "Can he come watch?" And I'm like, mm, "Yeah."
Called it.
Yeah, I'm
Called
like
it.
Oh
I'm
my god,
like,
not this story. Oh my god, this is the one that traumatized me. Maximally. Is this the one?
yeah. I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I guess." And she goes, "He's gotta," I said, "He's gonna like sit in the bed or no, he's got that chair over in the corner. He's just gonna not
Yeah,
bother
they're
us."
always in the corner.
Yeah,
Yep.
not
Oh
gonna
my
bother.
god, I have secondhand cringe already. I can't.
And so so um he comes in, doesn't say anything, sits in the corner, and I'm just pounding it out, and she's like, "Look at his big bull, and look how long you last. You came in last 30 seconds." And I'm like, I'm whispering in her ear, I'm like, "My gun is in my shorts, and it's down on the floor. He's gonna fucking kill us." I'm like, "Stop." She goes, "No, he loves it." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I mean, she's just degrading him like nothing as I am railing her 9 ways to Sunday. And and so we're done. And I go home and she normally texts me or calls me when she drives home from my place. So she asked me to text her because it's a 45-minute drive. I get home and I said, I'm home and can we talk? And she said, yeah, that's fine. So I called her. I'm like, what in the fuck was that about? I'm like, why? I'm so confused. And she goes, he's a cuckold. I'm like, what the fuck is a cuckold? Well, she said he's a cuck. I'm like, what the fuck is a cuck? She goes, a cuckold. I'm like, I've never heard of that. What the fuck is a cuckold? And she goes, well, you're my bull and he is a cuckold. I'm like, what does that mean? And she said, he gets off watching you tear me up. I'm like, I'm sitting
This
here.
is like ancient, by the way. The royals did this. It's as soon as you mentioned he was whatever for Halliburton, I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I've never heard
Oh
of this.
yeah.
I've never heard of this. So I'm like, but so like he gets turned on. So like y'all had sex after I left or something? And she goes, no, not really. I'm like, so what had happened after? And she said, well, he ate your cream pie out of out of me.
Oh
What
my
the
god.
fuck?
Okay. I'm gonna fucking vomit.
That's what
Do
I
you see?
said.
Do you
What?
see this? Okay,
He
see
didn't
see this,
what?
I
JJ.
don't think that he's lacking in any zinc.
JJ, I'm 25. Okay, like you told me this story last. You told me this story like 8 months ago when I was 20. No, I was 20. I'm 26 now. You told me this when I was 25, like 8 months ago, and now I've heard it like 7 or 8 times. And then I heard your New Orleans story like 4 times. Like,
Y'all,
what is this?
Either way,
humans are freaks.
it is.
Like,
So
dude,
we quit. I never went back. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. This is too weird. Like, this is the dude's
I was
gay.
about to say, where the fuck was JJ's line? Okay, that was it.
Yeah. I was out. I left. I was out. Yeah. It's so weird.
Oh,
So weird.
eject. Really
Yeah.
quick, I wanted to say hey to my friend Metapoop. She's been on the panel for a minute, and she must be enjoying herself because she's quiet. And also, WTF News had his hand up. Oh, he dropped. Okay, go ahead, Meta.
Aloha, Sarah. So good to hear you guys. Nice to meet you, JJ. You're an amazing storyteller. And now we know
Nice
that
to
you
meet you.
are definitely, not just into Bitcoin, but also the bull market. So congratulations, like everything all over the place. So hi, Mav and Miss. Thank you for the space. James, I see your hand up. Jama Yama, Peanut, and Katie. Nice to meet you. And there is Kantra. So good to see you as well. Well, I did enjoy myself, and as somebody was almost gagging, I'm gonna just keep my shit to myself because I could really bounce off your balls right now, JJ, of your story, but I'm gonna be a decent shit. So I just wanted to say thank you for the space. Tailspin After Dark, how far would you go to keep your relationship spicy? I think it was a lady saying about, was it Katie? Um, about that as long as you stay in awe of your partner or your spouse, your chosen one, that's what keeps the spice up. Because people think that the spice is between the thighs. It could be, yeah, there is a lot of spice, can be, especially when you put some, you know, other stuff in there, which spice or cools things up in your, yeah, in your space between your thighs. But I think the spicing up, especially the mind, for me, when I can engage with my partner in the mind, like, we have at least three pleasure zones, one between our thighs, between our hearts, and between our ears. So for me, it's very important to keep things spicy, to stay curious, to really be in awe and wonderment that, I mean, my husband and I, our wedding vows was part of it, was we are here simply to witness each other, to show up and be present and to witness each other in all the diverse expressions which may come up, on our journey together. And that means that however we met each other, that's nice, and we said yes to that, but we don't know how we're gonna evolve, as life goes on. And we just promised, hey babe, I'm just here to witness you, you witness me, and being fully present. And that is my spice in a relationship. Just knowing, yes, we are meeting in a certain state of being and we're very attracted, but there's much more to come, pun intended, than we can ever imagine, beyond our imagination. I like that. And actually, my husband and I said, like, my goodness, our safe space is the crazy space how we met. And we both really enjoyed, but we do say, like, wow, babe, I'm so proud of you, how courageous you are to keep expanding and evolving. And how many partners do we actually have within each other? How many versions do we actually date just by simply keep evolving and keep witnessing each other? So thank you for having me. And yeah, I'm gonna pass on the mic. I promise I didn't touch it, so it's clean and sparkly. So here we go.
Thanks, Meta. Thanks for coming by. Love hearing from
That's
couples.
so true. Mentally, I think that is key. You don't necessarily have to do all the things that JJ does, but you can discuss it. You don't actually have to do it. And James, yeah, I've heard a lot of JJ's stories, especially how he had a friend who was like a sister who he gave a full nude massage and
Oh my goodness gracious. Oh
That's
my goodness
that's the
gracious.
story I heard. And in the club with some swingers, and she
Made out with her.
hopped
You
on
heard
top of
that
him.
story?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, she
Yeah,
hopped
yeah,
on top of him, started
yeah.
riding him like a
Like
rodeo.
Seabiscuit. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Seabiscuit.
like
Yeah,
Seabiscuit. And yeah, and he took her
yeah,
home, and she fucking puked everywhere and didn't remember
yeah.
anything. And
Wow,
then
you
his
remember
other,
the whole story. Wow, I'm reliving it.
yeah,
That's awesome.
this was like 4 or 5 days ago when your space first popped up on my timeline. Anyway, um, yeah, that's the first and only JJ space I heard, and I was like, this man whore. Anyway,
He's not lying. He literally prefaces moniker unhinged, you know? At least he's
Well,
not falsely
I
advertising.
mean, it was entertaining for sure. And then he said he was in Houston. I was like, oh, good God, thank God I'm not dating. Um,
I've never had STD, and I'm very respectful to women. So, I only do what you ask or how far, you want to go. Is yeah.
but
Wow.
JJ,
yeah, but me being like single and unavailable and like going out with my friends and like not having anything in so long, I would probably be the one to like make out with my friend that I'm out with. And yeah, that it kind of hit a little close to home. And I was, I was like,
I
that would
mean,
totally be me in that situation.
yeah. I mean, I'm looking for friends, so I'll take you out wherever you want to go. I like that.
I knew it.
I like Trulux. You like Trulux? That's where I went for my birthday. It's a great seafood restaurant in Houston. They have amazing stone crab, and
Isn't that off Westheimer?
that's it. Yep, over there by the Galleria. Yep.
Richmond?
No, no, Westheimer,
Yeah,
Galleria.
well,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm thinking I'm like at the cross street where like Centerfolds
Oh,
is
I think
at, and
so.
like the Palm and stuff.
Yep, yep. You know exactly where it's amazing. That is an amazing place. Yeah. Anywhere you want to go in
yep,
Houston, I'll take you out. If you want to take the jet, we can go wherever you want. I don't care. Always looking for friends.
you break Peanut's heart.
Hey, Peanut.
Poor Peanut.
I mean, it's just
Poor
exercise.
Peanut.
It's just exercise. There's nothing wrong with it, right? I
I am
mean,
so out of shape.
yeah, I was too. Okay, so
Oh
this is a
god.
true
Oh
story.
god.
No, so the last girl that I dated broke my heart. And I think it was the one that got away. Um, she was separated with her husband. It wasn't final, and we were having sex. Her parents found out. They're very religious, and they forbid her to ever. She wanted to move in with me, and they forbid her to ever see me again, or they would. She'd be outcasted, and so we broke up. And so it took me about 2 years to get over her. I was really in love with her. Um, and so after 2 years, I just kept going. So I was celibate for 5 years and a month. And then this January, I'm like, I started having dreams. I'm like, you know what? Why am I just, I'm focused on work. I'm not having sex. Why? And so I called up Jen, my 15-year friends with benefits. We hadn't seen each other in 5 years. And we just went to my house in Montana for a few weeks and I broke it. And it was cool. And I went to New Orleans by myself for Mardi Gras and just I met a girl at the bar. I saw her. I'm like, oh, she's hot. And I went to go offer to buy her drinks. Found out it was a bachelorette party. And so I told them open tab for the whole group. And we went and watched the parade. Then after the parade, so we were staying at the Hilton on St. Charles. And so after the parade went by, we went to Bourbon Street and went back to the hotel. And they invited me up to the room. And I asked
JJ,
asked the future bride what she wanted, if I could get her anything, as a wedding
God,
present.
Machiavelli. When you start a story, when you say the first sentence of a story, I know exactly what story you're talking about. That's how many times I've heard it.
Well, it's
This
on
is
my
insane.
timeline, James, and there's pictures too, so everybody knows. So she said, "Well, I've never had a, a threesome." So I was like, "So me, her, and the bridesmaid had a threesome," and then Aaron said, "Walk me to my room." Walked her to her room, and then we had sex. And then when I left, Courtney, the blonde that I actually was attracted to, said, "Where do you think you're going?" And put me in her room. I swear I felt used like a piece of meat. It was- so if I ever get married again, if there's a bachelorette party, there will not be a bachelorette party. There will not be my fiance. I didn't know what goes on in these things. It's crazy. It's crazy. So yeah, you are correct. You might want to stay away from me.
Oh my God.
I'm dying.
Go ahead, Katie. Go ahead.
Um, Miss A, I'm trying to recover after JJ's story. That just anyway, I didn't do the bachelorette party. I don't agree with that kind of thing. But anyway, Miss A, I just wanted to say, when you said that you were raising your daughter and your child, I have so much profound respect for you. And I think that you are an amazing and wonderful woman for doing that and putting your child first. I almost started crying when you were talking about it, because there are so many mommies who don't do that. There are so many mommies who give in to their base instincts instead of thinking about their babies. And I think that's very admirable of you. But I also think, if you're lonely and you just want a partner to be with, just to get some release, I'm going to advocate. I'm going to be like a wing woman. Call JJ up. He's a kind person. He's a good soul. He might talk a little bit of crazy stuff, and he's had a wonderful, very full life. But I don't think you'll find a safer person to be with as far as that goes. I do trust him, and he does have good character. Even though he might be a little bit wild when it comes to that kind of a scene. But anyway, again, massive respect for you. And I think you're a fantastic person, truly. And that's one of the things that that's scary when I'm going through the separation, is being alone, and that terrifies me. But
It's not so bad, Katie, and thank you. It's not so bad. Like I was terrified at first because I've never been single in my life. Like I'm a serial monogamist, so I break up with one person, I'm immediately with another for a long period of time, and break up and then immediately with somebody else for a long period of time. But when I got pregnant with my daughter, I was just like, "Oh no, like I'm breaking the fucking cycle. We're not doing this." And it's not so bad. And honestly, like I said earlier, like the longer you abstain, the wilder and more satisfying your dreams are. It's really crazy. Um,
that's
it's
encouraging.
one of
Thank
those things
you.
where it's like if you can't do what that motherfucker did in my dreams, and I don't want anything to do with you. It gets to that point, and then it's kind of like you don't want to date anybody because you're just like, I know you can't do what they did, but
Challenge accepted.
Oh, well,
but
thank you for the encouragement. The fact of the matter is, I've only ever been with one person my whole life, and that was just my husband, because I am a very, if you want to call me religious, but I just really find that I can't I'm commitment phobic, I think would probably be a better word, because before I married my husband, I was engaged 4 other times. And I ran out on all 4 of those engagements because I was terrified. Um, but no, now I'm terrified of just being by myself. But I think that's important, at least for my, like you said, break the cycle, heal, and and work on self. But that's, thank you, Miss A. Thank you so much.
So, Mav, we didn't ask you. Have you thought about, or your wife thought about spicing up your marriage?
Yeah, where's Miss Mav in this discussion?
Miss Mav actually
True.
just said, yeah, but we do it like I've always been good at that actually. Mentally, I always try to find what it is in a girl's mind. Everyone I've ever dated, what is it that drives them wild? And usually it takes a little while to pry it out, but once you do, and then you just start talking about that, oh, forget it. Forget it. That's the trick. You don't necessarily have to do it, but to just have that mental play. Oh yeah.
The
Oh yeah.
majority of women, by the way, fantasize being with 2 men at one time. Just to let you know, that's the truth. That's the majority. I'm just saying, not everyone, but I say it's the majority, though. It's a statistic. They
There's a diff
fantasize.
there's
Not they do it. They fantasize being with both 2 men at one time.
I will say that the mental thought or the mental imagery of it, yes. But the thought of actually doing it, that's different. And I think that that's where the title or the topic of this conversation actually sparked from, is because just what you think about in your mind turns you on doesn't necessarily mean you want to act it out. And if you do end up acting it out, it brings immediate regret
I
and
agree.
repercussions.
I agree. Yep. Yep. She knows her stuff. So she wasn't the fucked up one in the relationship. That that ended. I could tell she definitely got a solid mind.
But it's so true though. It's all mental, right? And be able to, if you have a person you have a good relationship with, and you can share what turns you on versus trying to hide it, less likely that person's going to cheat because they feel they can be open with you as a partner, and you can, like I don't know who it was who said who brought up the freaking pegging thing, but hey, if that keeps the guy home, um, and
And
you don't mind,
that's where
but
communication comes in. But then like you communicate that to your significant other, right? And you're like, hey, like I'm having these thoughts, they kind of turn me on when I think about it. But then when you actually do it, if you enjoy it, that's one thing. But is it like something that you want to keep doing? And is there an expectation that you have to keep it up? Like the whole threesome thing, whether it's bringing another female in or bringing another male in, like it it's arousing to think about, either way, whether you bring another man in or you bring another woman in. But when you actually do that, well, then you bring in real life feelings, feelings of jealousy, feelings of, inadequacy or, competition. Am I more attractive for guys? Am I bigger? Do they like this size more than my size, or for females, even though I think we debunked that last space. And it gets complicated, and that's where communication comes in, but also you have to communicate your thoughts about the future of where this might lead, not just like if we're going to do this or not, or if I want to do this or not, but you have to talk about in the future, what are we going to expect? Like what to expect? Is this an ongoing thing? Is this a one-time thing? Is this let's just see what happens? Let's just try it out one time. And both have to be honest about how they felt about it. So like with the whole pegging thing, like if the guy likes it and the girl's like, yeah, I did it because you wanted it, not really wanting to do it again, or if the guy was like, yeah, like didn't really like it, but the girl really enjoyed it. You know, you have to be honest about those kind of things. And I mean, I'm sure that shit fucking happens. And that's probably where everything goes downhill, right?
The worst part is them weaponizing your truth against you. And so, vulnerability is the ultimate form of intimacy, I believe. And so if you tell your spouse, I can't even say these words because my ex-wife wanted to play with my walnut. I'm like, no. I said that's gay.
Wait, I'm
But
sorry. Wait, she wanted to play with your walnut?
yeah, she wanted to massage my walnut, give me a prostate massage. I'm like, no, nothing's
Oh, she
going in
wanted to
it.
give you an exam.
Yeah, I said I've never been licked, poked, or penetrated, never will be. And she goes, I heard it's a man G spot. I'm like, I come just fine. I love normal sex. I don't need it in my butt. And so, but if just imagine the most ridiculous. If you ever hear anybody says JJ says he wants it in the butt, you know it's a lie. And so, but say I did, and say that I asked her to do it, and she said no. If she got mad at me in front of my friends, my guys, say they come over for a crawfish bowl or something, and she is pissed off at me for not unloading the dishwasher or whatever it is, and she goes, "Hey guys, by the way, he asked me to, play with his butthole." I mean, you gotta be careful with your partner with the stuff that you tell them because they could weaponize it against you.
And
So
I think
true.
that is worse. That is the worst form of betrayal, period, ever. And I loved how you said, Miss A, about, I think it was Miss A, it could have been Sarah. I get you guys confused, but about how you had said how you need to communicate like expectations, because there's been a couple of things throughout my married life with my husband that um he may have enjoyed, well, he does enjoy certain things, and I as it did not feel, it was not appropriate for my body, just to say that, to say it as eloquently as one can. And so and because he then had experienced that, then he wanted more of that, and it became a source of great stress for myself, and it became a source of a great feeling of unworthiness then, because I couldn't deliver what it was that he wanted, and that's really hard in a relationship. So I think that being open and honest with communication, but also knowing your own personal boundaries within your own body is a big thing too.
I hear so much hurt in your voice right now, Katie, and my
Breaks
heart
my
goes out
heart.
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear so much emotion in your voice right now, and I hear like you really struggle with this, and I hope that this is a place where you can kind of get it out and voice that a little bit of a relief.
Well, it wasn't you, it was him.
So true, so true.
Sorry, I'm trying not to bawl my eyes out right now. I apologize.
Sorry, crying cleanses
Oh
the
my
soul.
gosh, you're
We've
gonna
all
make me
done it.
cry.
Sometimes I think it's really renewing for us to spend that time, really kind of cutting cords and detaching if you are going through a separation. I'm no longer with my daughter's father, and I left him to be with somebody who I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life, and he ended up passing away at 32. So um, and since then I've been practicing celibacy. So, and I've really found and learned a lot about myself, and done a lot of really deep like shadow work, and just it's been messy, it's been painful, at times it's been a fucking utter nightmare, but I promise you it'll be worth it, and in the end, because it's brought me to where I'm at today, and I wouldn't change anything. So there are so many people out there, And just like everybody said tonight, there are all kinds of different ways in which we can find fulfillment and partnership. And, you never know what life might really fucking have in store for you, for real. So I don't know. Always try to stay optimistic, even, and yeah, crying is necessary. It's fucking necessary. So is going outside in nature and screaming at the top of your lungs, or just
Naked,
shutting your room
doing
and
it
doing it
naked.
in your pillow. I can understand everybody not being totally down for that. I seriously, a good cry and a hot shower. Um, don't ever, yeah, negate the good that will do for you. And a very soft onesie. That's awesome too.
I always feel better after I brush my teeth. But what's up, James?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you had your hand up.
Can't even see it.
Yeah, you.
Oh, probably the youngest person in the space, by the way. But I'm still single, and I've tried dating events, like speed dating. And it's actually a good confidence booster. So I'm just maneuvering my way. I am good at cooking, though. That's one thing I love to do.
But do you bake?
You're not
Do
just
you
good at
bake?
cooking, James. You're phenomenal at cooking. He is underscoring himself, ladies. He is brilliant at cooking. The man is a brilliant, brilliant person.
That's why I proposed to him.
But does he bake? Because that
No,
needs to be
he just
No,
a
cooks.
big
He
I
just
don't I
cooks.
don't bake, but I can learn it pretty easily. I'm thinking like you just gotta get the right proportion of stuff. Like
You
I've
got to
done it
follow the
before.
instructions. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't mess around.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it before, just
James, if
not for a
you like
while.
me to, I can teach you how to make beef Wellington, and it's a banger recipe. And if you want to, I can teach you puff pastry from scratch, or you can buy it from the store. I have done both. And if you're ever feeling like aggressive, that is the perfect time to make puff pastry because I like to have my dough, my butter, like fridge hard, so that way when you fold it into the pastry, I literally have a puff pastry rolling pin that I specifically use for banging the spit out of that puff pastry because you want to have all that flaky layers. And so you want to keep that butter cold to have the perfect layers as you're making it. And I will very happily teach you how to do that if you want to learn.
Yeah, that sounds
She
good.
said spit and hard.
Oh,
Have you ever had the tapioca Brazilian rolls made with cheese and tapioca flour? That's the most favorite thing to bake. They're amazing if you never had them.
if you check the pill, I posted some food pictures for the of you guys that haven't seen my pictures before.
Do you have the recipe, JJ?
I could look it up. If you just look up Brazilian rolls, it's got cheese and tapioca flour. It's the same recipe. It's very simple, like four ingredients. It's super, super simple. But you put them in little miniature muffin tins, spray a little nonstick, and oh my God, they are delish.
Wait, so you cook as well?
Oh my God, no, I can cook anything. Yeah, I cooked in my marriage. No, I cooked on my all she could make was macaroni and cheese and chicken nuggets for the kids, and I can make beef Wellington. I can make it creme brulee. I make sushi rolls. Anything you want. I can. I went to Gordon Ramsay's cooking school for
I was
fun.
thinking more like comfort foods, like,
I could do
you
that
know.
gumbo. I mean, whatever you want. I can make anything. Anything. I cook so I could. I'm half Lebanese and half Italian, and so
Holy hell bells.
I'll make a lasagna for you. I'll make
Wow.
anything. Stuffed grape leaves, baklava from scratch. You name it. I love to cook. It's yeah. I like to do it with my partner because you stand side by side at the island and maybe get behind her and you know have a little bit of fun, decant some
Wow.
wine
Wow.
and drink a little bit of wine while you're kissing and you get behind them like Pretty Woman. You know how they made the pottery together. You get behind her and you chop onions and stuff together, and you can both cry. And I'm joking. I mean, you just have fun. I love to cook, and doing it with a
Thank you,
partner is
thank
really
you,
fun.
thank you, JJ. So we have some speakers.
Oh, are there hands? I don't see
No,
any
no,
hands.
there's no hands.
Check
No,
the
there's no
jumbotron,
hands.
guys.
But
There.
I did want to invite our other speakers to chime in. Like, don't be afraid. You're up here. You have a mic. You
I'm a
are
virgin,
welcome
so I don't
to say
know.
something.
Are you really, Yama? How old are
I'm
23?
I'm 21.
21. Okay.
Keep it for marriage, honey. I did, and I don't regret it. I'm very, very happy that I did. And you'll have a higher bond with your partner if you do. So that's very good of you.
I
They,
can confirm is a virgin. People bust his chops, but I stick up for him, saying, "Good for you, Yama. Stick it out." Don't know
yeah,
100%
how you.
agree with that statement. Definitely good job. I'm very proud of you.
yeah, that is very cool, actually. I wanted to commend you. Not a lot of people actually have the moral fortitude to stick it out past 20 most days in this day and age. Seriously, seriously. I unfortunately I hear of young girls every day, younger and younger. It's pretty tragic. But I just wanted to say hey to Matt. He's got his hand up and he's new up to the panel. So what's up? How you doing, Matt?
Hey, I'm doing well. How are you all doing? Can you hear me?
We're Johnning.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
good.
okay.
We're good.
Okay, sorry.
How do you feel about the topic, huh? Are you single
Um,
or in a relationship? Tell us. What would you do to keep it spicy?
I am single and I would like advice because you all seem to, from what I've heard, you have great advice. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. So, every relationship that I've been in, I love women. The last girl that I was a woman, she was older. For some reason, they're always older than me. I don't know what that is about, but never mind. So she ended up ghosting me, and that's happened in every relationship I've been in. And that was 3 years ago. And I had a good opportunity. I was shadowing or observing a physical therapy clinic because I'm going to school this summer to be a PTA and then eventually a therapist. But anyway, and I felt like we had a connection, but I just I don't know if I was too chicken or I just the feeling of that. I don't know if it's the rejection or just all at once. It's all gone, and yeah, I'm not good at. I need to move on, obviously, and I mean, I don't look bad. I run 2 hours every day. I exercise. I was an arborist for 10 years. I'm nice. Maybe I'm nice to a fault.
With you?
Hey Matt.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Hey, do you have experience in something in a past relationship that you've tried and it didn't work out so well, or that you did try and it worked out great?
This last time it worked out great until her dog died, and then after
But what
that,
was it? What was it?
what worked great?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Going to dinner, and she really was surprised that I just enjoyed holding her. Not all the time, but every now and then, just holding her. And she was expecting, me to jump her bones, and I don't know, that it felt like a connection.
That
Just
was that was your spicing it up, was to go to dinner?
not spicing it up. I mean,
Oh no, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about
I
spicing it up. Like when
oh,
things like
spice
start to go
up.
dry and everything like starts to feel like it's fizzling out, you gotta like spice it
Okay.
up. It's like,
You,
what are we doing to like bring the chemistry back?
oh, okay. So, I I would take a bunch of Adderall, a bunch of Xanax, a little bit of Cialis, and she would smoke weed and get drunk. And yeah, I was kind of an animal. I did anything and everything for forever, and I mean,
Uh,
It felt
M-
pretty. He seemed to love it. Um,
So
Give me
I'm
your space.
dying.
I'm.
you
I've never told another soul this, so there's a
get her,
whole bunch.
get her.
So
Matt,
basically, just do a bunch of Adderall and just fuck your brains out.
Yeah, but I wasn't fucking her brains out. I mean, I was like a surgeon. Like I wasn't. I was pacing so that it was not agonizing, but it was you know what I mean? Like she wanted it. She was close, and I knew she was close, and I just wouldn't let her have it, and I did that for hours.
So
so
the tantric method.
yeah, I was gonna say tantric sex. That's exactly what that is. It's tantric, and it is actually really intense, and sometimes
But
it can be infuriating and frustrating.
oh,
You know what
it
you
was
know what I
great.
just put together? You know, I just put together that whole tantric sex. Like, the longer I abstain from pleasuring myself or having relations with other people, the more intense my dreams are. What if that's like the whole tantric thing?
Well,
My gosh, I think you're right, Miss A.
So
well,
you do
I
realize that an orgasm is not physical; it is mental, right?
Yeah, no, I'll speak on that. The long because it's been almost well, it's been over 2 years, I think, since I've been sexually active. And it increases the like stimulus when you do achieve like a mental or an emotional connection. Like even like long distance with the right person, just like on the phone or something, it can be, I don't know, like just as
I understand.
like explosive in a way. I've had like energetic orgasms. Like it's kind of they're still bodily, but it's not being caused by physical touch or stimuli.
But have you had an orgasm during leg day? Have you been doing leg exercises and had an orgasm?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I will tell you,
Thank God I'm not
The
the only
Smith
one.
machine is
Thank
great for that.
you. I thought I was like the only one that had that problem. Oh, you have no idea how happy I am right now.
Wait, could you?
Dude, the Smith
I need to
machine is
start
out
doing
of
leg day.
control.
Yeah, how come we don't have any physical exercises to get us off?
I'll tell you what, it does pay to be a woman sometimes.
Well, I also
Well,
so towards the end, she got more involved with me wanting to uh whatever fuck her in the ass, and I went along with it.
Oh
Um,
my god!
Oh my god.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
yeah.
Oh my. Oh my god.
No,
I'm traumatized.
I have heard that there's like some butt soats out there, so
Even that is a no.
no, no,
Thank
no.
God Miss Mav went to bed already.
Just tell you a little embarrassed. I've never told anybody this, so these are you all are strangers, and yeah.
TBJ
My
International
ex-wife wanted
Airport.
that
You
once.
are one courageous motherfucker. Thanks, Matt. I appreciate you for getting up on the
But
panel and grabbing a mic.
the thing I'm not understanding is like I I mean, I went way above and beyond. I mean, this was hours. Like I literally I would do whatever for hours, hours and hours, and I wasn't making her hurt, making her sore. I mean, she was. I didn't even get off as much as she did.
You were
did
edging
you
her
pay
for
her?
hours.
Did I pay
that's for
her?
sure.
No, didn't pay her. I enjoyed making her happy. I mean, I was happy too, but seeing her like get off like that. I've never seen something like that besides porn.
You want to talk about never seeing anything like it? Have All right, for the ladies out here, and we don't have very many on the panel.
Oh,
Stephanie
Stephanie,
and
she's definitely a lady. Yeah.
I'm
Stephanie
like
and
wondering what I
Katie,
walked into.
Stephanie and Katie and Sarah Beth and whoever's in the listener section and those like anonymous or whatever. So as a woman, have you ever throwing your legs up over the side of a jacuzzi and just let that motherfucker go. Because I tell you what,
It's not that exciting.
uh,
Okay, I don't
okay,
think water jets are
I,
really all that exciting.
I'm sorry, I beg to differ because I almost drowned myself. Okay.
Depends on the intensity. I mean, it can make you numb, and then nothing's good after that.
Oh my
Well,
god.
Hey,
I
we
I
don't
agree with
know.
the making you numb. If you're there too long and not like participating, if you will, because you do have to move a little bit. But
So a friend told
but
me anyway.
Asking for a friend.
I am gonna say that's why they have shower jets. Have you ever all seen those? They
Yeah.
work beautifully. You don't have to get into a hot tub. They have the shower jets right in the shower, and they're really well made.
I mean, I
um,
would give everybody a
that
hint on a shortcut to that, but I hate repeating myself space after space. So yeah, everybody
like
knows my recommendation.
I haven't heard it.
Well, hang on. Mel just came up to the panel and she was clapping. So I want to hear from her really quick, and then we'll have Miss A tell her story.
Oh, I hi. I was just clapping on her saying she had the little hint or whatever, but since I joined, yes, I know what you guys are talking about. So, yep, there we go. The Jets are not bad.
See, okay, so I'm the only one then. All right. Mm.
So ladies, if you have not already done so, find or scout out, do some research, find your local tattoo artist, piercing artist, or whatever they want to call themselves. Find
here we
somebody,
go.
yeah, find somebody who does freehand piercings, not the mark you with a marker and put a clamp on it and then put the piercing through. No, find somebody who takes the time to actually examine where they're going to pierce you. And yes, it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's yeah, for those that are what's the word? Inhibited shit.
So what you're trying to
So
tell us if you have a hood ornament?
Yes,
yes,
and then back
do that.
massager, and you
Ladies,
never need
do that.
again.
Find somebody to do the VCH free-handed and you will not regret it. I promise you. It's a little bit of pain just for like a half second at a time. And then the rest of your life, you will appreciate your
Mm-hmm. Mm.
yeah, you'll
Your
appreciate them
Rob, your
so much.
runs on battery
Your
boyfriend.
timing.
Yeah, yeah.
You will
My English
appreciate
is
them
not good,
so much
so
more.
I don't know what this is exactly.
It's okay. Hold your ears. So you're in Houston. You need to go find a med spa that does the O shot. A friend of mine
No,
owned three of them, and women line up around the corner for this.
Mav
They
or JJ, explain the O shot.
So they inject collagen into your G spot, and it's constantly bulged. You know, when you get aroused, the G spot drops down like a half golf ball
So it's enlarging
all the
that
time,
area.
24/7. And all you have to do is
So
move
like
your hips, and you can give yourself,
Fuck.
yeah.
So that's why everybody goes jogging.
it's kind of like getting the VCH and then like driving over speed bumps or potholes or
Over and over
just
and over
crossing
again. Yeah.
or just even
Anything.
crossing your legs and squeezing a little bit,
Yep.
right?
That's it. That's it.
I
Over and
swear
over
to
and over.
God, humans will do anything to fucking come. Wow.
I
But
mean,
coming
we're all
without
squirrels looking for a nut.
but Sarah, coming climaxing without increasing your body count seems to be the better option when the dating pool seems so polluted, you know?
Dude, I get it. Yeah, I haven't been dating. I've like consciously been single for a while. Yeah.
That's why you have to find. Well, you know what? I'm not going to give advice. I don't know what I walked into, but I'm just now warming up. I saw Sarah Beth, who's I think my platonic spirit animal. But there's a fine line between body count and oh God, I don't know. For someone like me who's extremely choosy, and it's not just physical; it has to be kind of mental, and you have to have fun with somebody. But when you find a good one, even if they're not really relationship material, there's nothing wrong with having fun with them. But yeah, I think having nobody is better than wasting your time with somebody that's just kind of like there, you know.
Stephanie, Stephanie, I was not shading a body count. I'm just like saying from experience that it kind of sucks like when you're single and you're trying to find like a partner that both pleases you and they meet all like they check off all the other boxes, right? It kind of sucks when you go out with somebody one, two, three, four times, and then you decide to have sex with them, and then all the other boxes aren't checked. It's kind of like fuck. Now I got to start all over.
Yeah,
Right?
no, nothing wrong with the
That
body
shit
count.
fucking sucks.
In fact,
That shit sucks.
I think that I'm just gonna say this. Maybe like I think like a guy, but like sex is like so important. It's like I kind of want to test that first, like before I want to know if I like you that much. It's like if there has to be something there, but you know, at a certain point, I don't want to waste time. So it's like I like to anyway. Yeah, I like to
Well,
go
you test drive a car before you buy it. It
exactly.
makes
A
sense. Yeah.
hundred
I'm
percent,
not
a
gonna
hundred
spend time with
percent.
somebody unless you know I'm kind of like I like to get that test out not out of the way, but I you know what I don't know how to word it, but yeah I'm not one to wait.
Stephanie,
I'm not one
I
to
think
wait.
you just want to
I
see if
don't want
you
to
are
wait
pleased
either.
you.
Stephanie, there was somebody that I was dating and we got active or whatever. And I stayed the night at their house. The first time I stayed the night at their house and I watched them brush their teeth and I was so fucking grossed out.
Ew.
I couldn't even talk to them anymore. I could not imagine kissing them. I couldn't imagine anything
What
from
is so
watching them
gross
brush
about
their
brushing
teeth.
your
So
teeth? What do you do?
You gotta brush that tongue, though.
no, because no, they were brushing their teeth and it looked like pink fucking suds everywhere.
Gross. Okay,
It was just yes, it was
Wait,
gross. It
what?
was
gum
so
disease.
What?
it was pink. It was pink
Oh,
suds.
he's
Like they were
bleeding or
brushing their teeth
something?
and their
Okay.
gums were bleeding so
Oh,
bad.
Jesus. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
And
I'm out.
yes, I was so out. And I was like 3 months in. And I was
Hell
like,
no.
oh my God, I can't fucking do this shit anymore. No, fuck
See,
this.
when people say I
So
want to
yeah.
wait like to like you know 3 months whatever, fuck that. I'm like if first of all if you don't want to have if you don't want somebody after like the first or second date, I'm talking like if you don't know them that well, but if you don't want them, then something ain't right. So I don't
Dude,
know.
that's what I was about to say for when you were struggling there. I was just like, dude, if you don't know that there's sexual chemistry after the first date, like do not call that person back. Like there's nothing, I am not I think we need to bring back a little bit of that yearning, like not playing hard to get, but like just building of that sexual tension a little bit with somebody. Although I'm definitely guilty of fucking after the first date. Like
I
you know what I
co-sign
mean?
this. I
Aren't we
co-sign
all
this.
Not only
though?
that, but you get
Aren't
to
we
know
all
somebody
guilty
Breaking
of
news.
better.
that?
You know, it makes it better. You get to know them better. You kind of get that like that initial like getting to know you out of
I
the
want
way,
to know what
right?
you like. Yeah, I don't know. But
But there's
I'm
some but there's something to that slow burn.
Got some breaking news for the men in the space since all this has been about is pleasuring women. It's trending on X. It says a study identifies the frenulum delta, the small triangular zone where the penis head meets the shaft, has contained the highest concentration of nerve endings and is the true male G spot, not the anus.
Why is that fucking break? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I
That
can't
is
I'm
like
telling
Oh, this
you.
I
society.
believe that's the most obvious ever,
can
and that
confirm.
butt stuff was to promote homosexuality. I'm very convinced about that.
Have you
You make
guys
a
heard
guy
about
The G spot is literally under that.
you make a guy fall in love. There's a certain technique. I'm just gonna say in that part that you're talking about. Yeah,
It's
I'm
called the
telling you.
flaviolum.
They
Why would they?
totally they totally monitor and listen to the spaces conversations, by the way. Just
have
saying.
you guys heard of this airport, by the way? This is a sponsor I made up. Have you guys heard of this? It's called PPJ International Airport. Okay, now for the guys who don't know what this is, okay, Private Blowjob International Airport. It's we're going. This is after dark, so I guess I can say this. Hopefully, Matt doesn't kick me off the stage. But
No,
We'll have to cancel James. No, I'm just kidding. Don't cancel anyone.
Yes, it stands for.
Vi-
That's basically what it stands for. Machiavelli did something, and then I kind of took that and made an ad with it. So
trying to get sponsorship from JJ for the Maverator. So yeah, if you could stay away from the Adam and Eve stuff and that type of talk,
oh sure.
appreciate it. Thank you. Because that'll benefit my co-host as well.
I always thought that that spot was like the most obvious spot.
You're still hooked on that spot, Yama?
Yeah.
Are you looking at pictures of it?
No.
Oh
What are
my
you on
god.
about? I'm not getting it.
I need to get a glass of temperature water.
I mean, it did happen
Room
live.
temperature?
Huh?
What temperature?
Room temperature?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, room temperature. I just like to say temperature water. Like people think that's funny every time, but I don't know.
Okay, I'm starting to get you confused with like Steven Yu or Hugh or what's his name?
I don't even know what this is.
I'm so confused.
Yo, everybody
Emotional damage.
pinned up top is the space for next Friday. Love Connection. Yo, maybe we need to get JJ on there.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I
I'm
think
focused
we made
close to
one
my company.
tonight.
Oh, did we? Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. True Lux it
Did
is.
we? Did we?
You know, talking about a slow burn, I have to say, like when you look at it, I guess maybe it's more cerebral and a little bit more of like, I don't know. Yeah. To me, it's more, way more hot to like cook dinner with a guy and have a nice glass of wine and sit there and just like, maybe it's about like sensory things, you know, like savoring. I don't know. To me, that's
Oh
way more.
yes.
Yes.
Huh?
That's a great word. Savory.
Yeah, I'm like that
Yes.
with food. I'm like that with everything. So to me, that's much more exciting than it is to like, oh, we'll take you to dinner. It's hot. I mean, it's fun to get a dinner and flirt and everything, but to me, it's like way more sensual to like cook dinner.
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
it to be
yeah.
raining and there to be a cabin and we're gonna cook dinner and
Yes.
like you rub my feet in wool socks afterwards. Yeah.
I'll cook you. I'll cook whoever wants a steak. Does anybody like steak in here?
We can eat steak. Yeah, that's fine.
How do you cook your
I'll cook
ribeyes,
for Miss
Steven?
A and Stephanie at
James.
the same
James.
time.
Shit, why did I
Oh,
say
it's
Steven?
fine. I know.
James.
Oh shit. Did JJ just said he'd cook steak for Stephanie and Miss A at the same time.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Medium rare. Miss A. I like medium rare steaks.
But can you cook it medium rare?
Yes. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I think
Damn.
This is a really
Machiavelli.
good one.
Well, not no. He can call me a steak specialist, but I view myself as the steak specialist.
He does cook a perfect steak.
I cooked one
Can
today,
I
actually.
see the picture that you actually cook the perfect steak on an electric stove? Like honestly, like not a gas stove or any, that is like talent beyond talent.
Electric stove? Oh, yeah. This is an electric stove. Yeah.
What kind of massage do you give, James?
What do you mean, what massage?
Pretty simple. What kind of massage do you give, James?
I give the hot stone massage.
The correct answer is jackhammer. Jackhammer massage.
Sorry. The Thor massage. Ah, okay, yes. It's called the Thor massage. Okay, like that's the same thing as the jackhammer, like the heavy the hammer. Okay, good. And then a little bit of Red Bull.
About a foot massage. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. He brought it back to Red Bull.
Sorry. You know Red Bull sponsored with Subway. They have this new 12-inch sub that's called Black from the Waist Down. Okay, link is at the top of the description. If you use the code nothing in all caps, you'll get $0 off. That's why they call me the sponsor king. Okay, everyone wants a sponsorship. Every space I go into, James, can you please give us a funny sponsorship because we need it. So there you go.
You are the king. Is it just me, or is it super hot to give a massage? Like that is so freaking hot.
I'm a
I
massage
love give
therapist.
It's
massage.
Yes,
very hot.
they
It's
love
very
it.
hot to give a massage. It's very, very hot, especially with the candles that melt and then that you can
Yes.
pour and they turn in. Yes, and they taste good, they smell good, and they turn into the most exquisite massage medium. Oh my gosh. It's
I've
they're
got pictures
amazing.
of that actually.
Big proponent. Big proponent.
JJ, I'd be afraid to even
Um,
go near you because you have pictures of everything, and it's like, what you need to. I hope that stuff is not lock and key because, or no face shots. That's the rule. You can take pictures of anything you
I
want.
mean,
No
what?
faces.
Yeah. What do you think I did for 5 years being alone? I watched my own pictures and videos that I made.
You have a spank bank.
It's called a photo vault. So if I die, it's a separate app with the password different than unlocking my
It's a
phone.
digital spank bank.
It is. It look. What are you gonna do for 5.5 years? Tell me you don't look at. Well, I don't know if women. I mean, I've got a Ring camera holder for a reason. You know, it's kind of fun. And I do have a massage table in my bedroom, and so yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
I'd rather
Yo,
that
Oh
JJ,
than
the other
get going on
goodness.
with a bunch of hookers instead. Like, yeah.
JJ was telling us the best
No, Bruce.
massage Asian men because they jump on your back like a spider monkey.
Yeah, I do get two massages a week from two Asian men, Kevin and Luke. And that's why I have a massage table in my bedroom because instead of driving all the way to Chinatown, they said, "Oh, we have clients in the area. If you buy a massage table, we'll just do it at your house." And it saved
God,
me
I
a ton
need
of
a
time.
massage so bad.
Does anyone want Chinese
It's
fried
fun.
rice? 454. See you around.
When you have a
Are
massage
you
at
are you
home, then you don't have to
saying
drive.
fried rice?
When you have to drive home after a massage, that's the worst. So if you do it at your house, it's the best.
yeah, that's my friend Melissa. She does in home massages and she also does Reiki healing. She's just phenomenal, and it is a really one. She's a traveling one, but she actually brings her bed with her wherever she goes. I never thought. I mean, I should tell her that she should have her clients be getting one. That's a much better idea. It would help her back because her table's kind of heavy.
Hey JJ,
Yes, ma'am.
what say you we meet up for twinsies massages?
For what sponsors?
Do what?
For what sponsors?
I say, what say you that we meet up for twinsies massages?
Oh, okay. I do that. Look at my timeline. I love Oh, I mean, I'll give you one, you give me one, or we could do couples massage down at Post Oak. Um, what's that
Oh, I used
hotel
to
over
live
there that I
there at
love?
Westheimer. I lived there for a year.
Yeah,
I'm talking
what's that?
downtown Houston.
The River Oak Hotel, I think is what it's called. They have a couples massage and they have the milk bath you soak in and then the Shea loungers and they bring you champagne and strawberries and I go there all the time. Yeah, it's or used
But
to.
just
Yeah.
friends, of course. Just friends.
Oh, of course, friends. That's the
Of
best
course.
benefit ever is just being friends. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've always heard that giving a great massage is very intimate.
Very.
Right? Is that true?
It is. And I
Uh,
also have
I'm
the little booty things, and so I'll put on your feet with a paraffin afterwards, and then I'll wipe you down to get the oils off with the warm towel, and yeah. So I've had it done to me a million times, so I know how to do, even though I'm not a massage therapist.
I
Your
can say that
chemistry is
I am
on
not
fire.
I am not a massage therapist, but I give a damn good deep tissue massage, the kind that will make grown men cry. The one that gets in there and then gets like the deep spots between your shoulder blades and all that stuff. The ones where elbows and feet are used, like all over. Yeah, like that pansy stuff where they're just like massaging your skin. Fuck all
I
that.
hate
No, that's not
that.
where it hurts.
I'm like, get in
Yeah,
there.
no, you gotta get deep in there.
You know what? I can relate, but you're a person that experiences things and you pay attention and you learn from that, and then you can give it as good as you get. I'm talking about massages.
No, I totally understand, and I co-sign that as well.
Damn, I want a big old 2-hour massage right now.
I need a fucking jackhammer on my fucking back. Like, destroy my back. Please, destroy my back. And then you just might prime me to
You
destroy
probably
other
need
things. I don't
some
know.
neuromuscular therapy. Yeah, or some good shiatsu. JJ can hook you up.
Hey,
Best, did you just hear what I said though?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Yeah.
Did my voice come through? Because I was
Uh,
like,
uh,
if you
uh,
destroy my back, it might open up possibilities to destroy
uh,
other things, right?
yeah. I've got 2 ears in one mouth. I listen twice as much as what I.
Wait. Backs are getting destroyed.
Well, it's the first
Yes,
thing
She
is to
needs
be
a
yes.
destroyed.
Have
jackhammer
you not?
massage.
Yeah.
Oh, I love giving massages.
Oh, Peanut. Hey, Peanut, baby doll. What's up, baby?
Hello. This night has been wild. My goodness, JJ, I had no idea all that. I'm like, holy cow, you can't make this up. Like, just when you thought, like, oh, okay, like that was one story. There's no way there can be another one. It was like, holy cow, one after another. You just stack. That is crazy.
Oh,
That was
you haven't even heard
fascinating.
my Cabo story, my Vegas stories. I
Oh
mean,
my God, the Vegas story
oh,
with the
stop,
pole.
stop.
Oh
That's
no,
enough
okay,
for
no more.
tonight. We'll do another
No,
space another day. Yeah.
another space, another time. But holy cow, if you say that, if these are just appetizers, dude, I can't even imagine what's cooking up for the main entree.
Yeah, one I've been in JJ 8 months, bro. This is nothing, nothing.
That
Matt
was
known me
great.
for a while. He knows a lot of the stories. Yeah. Should I post that picture of Cabo in the jumbotron? That or you posted? I sent it to you. You post it, and that could be a teaser for another story. And I'll show a picture of the house and the whole weekend. And yeah, I've got yeah. You can post it in the in jumbotron. It's fun.
There's nothing like a good
JJ can
Cabo
do
house.
like a
Oh my
whole
god, yeah.
JJ can do like a whole like series that lasts like a year with his escapade.
That's kind of what I'm picking up.
But
Oh,
JJ, do you play an
yes, ma'am.
instrument? JJ, do you play an instrument?
I do. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you play?
Um.
Talking about musical instruments, not you know what I mean.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
okay. No. My fingers are great, but I do not play instruments.
Out it.
I yeah, I don't. You trust me. Just you'll see. Um,
No,
uh,
out it.
yeah,
All
no,
right, is this where you
yeah.
want me to break out the saxophone?
No, JJ, what instrument do you play? Come on.
I can't play the drums. I played a little bit. I did take piano lessons, but I tried guitar, and it just tore my fingers up too much. I'm like, no, but um, yeah, it's so there's a secret, guys. If you use your fingers and your tongue at the same time, the vagina will take a picture of you, and she will remember you for the rest of your life. And so, it's a rule of thumb that you make a woman orgasm at least once or twice, well, at least once, but usually twice before you even have sex. And so make sure she's pleasured, and she will call you back over and over and over and over and over and over again. Yeah, you can ask Jen. We've been doing this for 15 years. So, God bless you. There's a reason she's been with me for 15
Oh my god,
years.
I'm so sorry.
You hear that, Yama? There's some good advice there. 100% truth.
A lot of foreplay, right?
Absolutely. You want to make them come twice before you even have sex, bro. That's and then they'll love you forever.
You
Yeah.
left you a long time.
Versa.
Yeah, I've heard.
And look, don't just go after it. I mean, start licking the inner thigh, work your way there. Just don't go straight for the if you could even find the clip. Most people guys are like, where is it? I'm like, it's right below the hood. Hello. And I mean, I could look, I also went through a class. It's called the Crow Academy. I did that for a girl because she wanted me to do BDSM and choke her and do stuff, and I was scared. I didn't want to hurt her or kill her because I have, some businesses and don't want to go to prison, lose everything.
JJ, it's pineapple.
Okay, yeah, pineapple is the code word to get me to say just shut up. That's the code word. She knows me.
true BDSM is not like hurting it. It's like Japanese silk ropes, and it's like gentle. Anyway, so I've heard.
Oh yeah, yeah. There shouldn't be pain. It should be a little surprise followed by pleasure with a little. I mean, you people want certain things. Most women like it in the yellow, yellow and green. Some women like it in the red, which is kind of weird. But hey, if you like it, I'll do whatever you want. I'll do whatever a
Wait,
woman
wait,
wants to
wait,
make her
wait,
happy.
wait, wait. Hold up.
Yeah.
What's the color graph? What's the color graph?
Oh, so while you're doing different things, whether it be flogging or paddling or using electric stimulating toys like little shockers, whatever.
Female on you? Are you on female?
No, no, I'm the dom, so me on the female, and so I always ask her where she is, and she's like green. Yellow is like okay, that's
You
a
couldn't
little
tell he
more
was
pain.
obviously the dom.
Yeah, yeah. And then red is like that. But some women ask for the red every once in a while. So like the sex candles, which are a low temperature, don't use real candles, people, because you'll get third-degree burns.
Love those fucking candles.
Yep, I've got pictures. I posted the jumbotron, and
Good for
so
you.
yeah, and so people are like, "Oh my god, is that a murder scene?" And so I'm
Can't
like,
be
"No,
posting that shit, JJ. That's like no way. You can't be posting that.
no,
It's
it's
like
just her
secret.
back. You can't see her face. Yeah, it's her backside.
Wait,
So
wait, wait. Stephanie's freaking out. Is this your friends with benefits?
no, but I
Probably.
mean, she's welcome to
Oh,
be.
oh, I've seen this picture. See, this is
Both of y'all are welcome to be. I mean, we could all go be friends together.
No
I
face
can
shots.
handle it.
No face shots.
Yeah, no, yeah. I would never post a picture like that with a woman's face. And I did on Steak and BJ Day, Unconfined asked me to call him during sex with Jen. And so I asked her, I said, "Hey, I got a buddy that wants to listen." And she goes, "That's weird. No." And I said, "Can I at least like record a voice memo